Salem, Thad Brad on the radio, WSJS 600 AM. We're talking racing with Bowman Gray Stadium's own Gray Garrison. Last night at the track, we saw an epic battle take place as Jason Myers took out the King, Junior Miller, and when it comes to deep-seated, family-feuding, downright hateful rivalry and revenge, nobody does it better than Junior Miller and the Myers family.
I don't know. I've seen Junior have some episodes years ago. I mean, you know, with the guy picking a sledgehammer up and chasing Junior around the track. So, I mean, this is nothing new. I've seen this happen, you know, before.
Why does it seem that when Junior and Burt or Junior and Jason get together, that sparks fly? It's not just racing anymore. Now it becomes a battle to see who can spin each other out, who can wreck each other, in addition to trying to win the race.
You know, a lot of kids inherit a trust fund or they inherit something, and I guess Burt and Jason inherited Junior Miller.
Yeah.
We got that sucker punch there late in the game.
Yeah, we got sucker punch.
Yeah.
And you got kicked.
Yeah, that's what I was calling the sucker punch.
Yeah.
We're going to give him a right hook Saturday night, all right? It's going to be interesting Saturday night. Jason knocked me out in the infield and tore the back bumper off. We're going to return the favor and see if we can knock him out in the infield. We don't care what bumper we tear off. Are you ready?
Yep, let's go.
Yes, all right. The 69 car for the last two races was pushing water out the exhaust pipes and was running hot. There's definitely something wrong with the motor. We're taking the whole race car over to Brian Salter, a motor man, to see what's wrong.
Didn't your garage used to be, like back down there, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's where it used to be.
I remember coming over when I was a little kid.
A kid?
Yeah.
Are you a goat?
No, I was
You know what a kid is, don't you?
What?
A baby goat.
Oh, well, when I was younger.
What's a lamb?
Baby sheep?
There you go. You know a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what a diddle is? BJ.
No. A what?
A diddle. That's a baby chicken.
Oh, I called him a biddy.
They call them biddies, but a diddle was a baby chicken. BJ, that ain't the mayor's house. Settle down.
5 weeks into the season, and Tim Brown's lead in the points chase has been narrowed, while Burt Myers' checkered flag put him into second place. Chris Fleming's run-in with Brad Robbins has dropped him down as Jason Myers moved up with a strong finish last week. And the King, Junior Miller, he's got a lot of fighting to do if he's going to capture the crown. But if history has taught us anything, it's that Junior Miller will be seeking revenge on Jason Myers for last week's spinout.
I mean, there ain't even a mark on my bumper. I just barely touched him.
You hit it pretty good with your right front.
Who?
Or was it the left front?
Left front. It gives you a pretty good feeling to give Junior a taste of his own medicine. You know, if he goes to bed mad that night because I spun him out, and he's pissed off all week long wanting to get me back, and that's all he concentrates on, made my day.
Where's Scott at? He had to work today.
Oh. Well, did you have to work today?
Yeah, I worked 8 hours a day.
Where'd you get paid or something? Buy a new belt?
I've got 2 cars to get ready this week. I ain't got time to mess with you.
If I'm gonna be a top gun at Bowman Gray Stadium, I'm gonna have to do more than just wreck Junior Miller. Yeah, that's a small step. That's not gonna put you in the front. That's not gonna win you races. That's not gonna, I might get some satisfaction out of wrecking Junior, but I'm not gonna stand out there and get my picture made in front of all those people holding that trophy.
Coming off a win, you kind of feel like your spirit's up just a little bit more. You hear the birds chirping and nobody raising Cain. So, yeah, it probably does make you feel just a little bit better just because you feel like we finally broke the ice, you know what I mean? It finally, we got that first win of the year. We got that monkey off our back. Now it's time to go forward.
It's good to me.
Man, Bert's all the time on your back. Hurry up, Jay. Come on, Jay. Outrun him, Jay. See, he's all the time on your back. On your back. See?
He's the monkey, ain't he?
Yeah, monkey on your back.
If I was Junior, I would have quit a long time ago just because he's almost an embarrassment now. You know, he doesn't qualify good, he doesn't race good. His car's blowing smoke out of it half the time, leaking fluid all over the racetrack. I mean, I don't know, maybe he'll just do us all a favor.
What's it doing? Is it?
They're just blowing the water out. Run fine.
It's filling the puke jug up. I mean, you run 10 laps and the puke jug's full.
But it's
Is it pushing? It's not pushing sitting there just when you drive it?
It ain't pushing it sitting there.
No, that wasn't pushing it sitting there.
But now you go out and run a lap, it starts. But it didn't do it till, I reckon it did not the week before because they was telling me the same water coming out, and I thought this crazy because it never did run over 180 degrees. But Saturday night it got.
Run 240.
Run 240. 240 there, about 5 to go. I started to park, and then I went for 5 laps, so.
We usually try to keep the engines 180 degrees. At Bowman Gray Stadium, that's extremely tough.
Biggest problem over there is that the track itself is about 30 to 40 foot below the ground, and being the straightaway of the track is so narrow, the only air you get is when the car is actually traveling at speed. And if you're tucked up behind somebody, the airflow is almost zero.
You don't see where no water's at, do you?
It was just a tad bit on both back cylinders. Right here's what I'm talking about. If you look,
Yeah.
number 8 and number 2. See that wash right there?
Yeah. Is that water then?
That's water rinsing it clean just a little bit.
Yeah.
The head gasket is allowing water to creep into the combustion chamber area. It's not supposed to be there. Head gasket is designed to keep compression in and water out. So that's not happening now. So when water gets in there, it comes out of the exhaust ports, and the compression will get into the cooling system. It forces water out of the overflow. And when there's no water, of course, it runs hotter than it should. I don't think it's going to be a big deal. I think what we got is just, we're going to pull that head and check it to be flat. Probably just resurface it, probably be fine.
Yeah.
Once it starts leaking, we don't risk it. We take it back apart, resurface everything, and put new gaskets on.
I know you busy and got a wife and family to feed, but I need this thing ASAP.
Okay.
Well, Brian Salter, he builds motors for both of us. Junior and Burt. I know Brian's fair to both of us and gives him as good a stuff as he gives us, and we go out there and outrun him with it. Just shows who the better driver is.
You'd have been there, you seen this thing was rolling till 8 and 10 laps. I put it straight away
I know.
on.
I talked to the other team, man. Y'all just remember, I'm a businessman and I love everybody, so
Well, that's business.
I'm neutral.
I love everybody too, but there's a few of them I can't tolerate.
Well, I don't want to know.
Brian, he's got it both ways, you know. He don't want nothing in that fight, you know. He's collecting money both ways, so it'd be hard for him to say something, you know. Get this 69 behind that one. We'll see how he can go. He's gonna have a Miller in him Saturday night.
Oh. Come here.
Tear a car apart, and now I'm hunting pieces that I can't find. Oh, man. I'm hunting the washer that goes on the outside of the bearing. And, you know, you'd think, why don't you just go get another one? It ain't that simple. What if somebody come by and kicked it and it's hung inside the hub? If I'm here by myself, I can't blame it on anybody but myself. I know there's been some people through the shop, but I've got to find this part. We're 5 or 6 weeks in. I haven't contemplated that the season was going to be this rough. Brad Robbins, the driver of the 40 car, wrecked me. And there's tension in the pit area because we park beside each other, just mouthing, going back and forth.
Don't run your mouth to me. I heard you run your damn mouth.
One of his crew members said something to my brother.
You keep your over there if you're gonna run your mouth to me.
Listen, my brother's not driving my car. If you got something to say to me, say it to me.
Get over there. Get in the trailer. Tell me which one of them sits. Get in the damn trailer.
There's bad blood between Brad and I now. Jake, can't you find that washer for me, buddy?
Chris and Brad have always been good friends. They kind of not on best terms right now. And, you know, they're both stubborn race car drivers that run into each other a bunch.
Jake, what kind of dog are you if you can't help me find these parts? You know, standing here looking at this car, I'm feeling terrible. I am feeling terrible. Jake, you got the best idea, you know it? Work on it tomorrow. I got so many thoughts running through my head. Part of it's retaliation, part of it's vengeance. I just can't make up my mind what I'm gonna do next.
Good afternoon, Winston-Salem. Bad Brad on the radio with you. We're talking racing. We're talking the mecca of modifieds, Bowman Gray Stadium. 17,000 men and women pile in every Saturday night. It's the Madhouse, our own Roman Coliseum. Everyone knows revenge is coming as the Miller-Myers feud has written a new chapter. But one man has benefited from that battle most of all, Tim Brown. In fact, it seems the only grudge that he holds is against the fans. His payback to those that boo him is to just keep on winning.
We've won a couple races already, which is very hard to do at the stadium. And You know, just 4 races down, we've won twice.
And what if they let us push the car around if we win again?
I don't want to push it around. I'm tired of people throwing stuff at it.
Happens to everybody, though.
Yeah, but I mean, it's my car they're throwing stuff at. I don't want them throwing stuff at it and having a clean beer off of it or Coca-Cola. Bowman Gray Stadium is very unique.
That's the man right there.
When you're racing at the stadium, the fans get so involved. You can make a pass and hear them. They're either cheering or booing, but you can hear them over the motor turning 8,500 RPM. That's intense. Man, the first race I won, I hadn't ever won anything. I hadn't even ever been in front of the crowd. I get out and people are shooting me fingers. How the hell's that happen? You don't even know me.
Tim Brown taking up second of the season here at Bowman Gray Stadium.
When I get out of the car in victory lane and they're booing and throwing stuff at you and shooting you out finger and things like that, man, that gets you jacked up and motivated to make you want to win even more.
We could be up the side of him down there that, you can boo all you want to, man. I don't mind it.
Tim Brown fan club here tonight.
I'm telling you, the Burt Myers and the Junior Miller fans, it ain't like they're tossing stuff at you. Dude, they are throwing stuff at you. I mean, they do it when I drive the race car around, for sake. What do you think they're going to do if we push it around? And I honestly don't know why they don't like me. I don't ever do anything wrong. You know, I guess I just outrun whoever they like, because they tell me that I suck all the time. Damn, if I suck, the people that they're pulling for must really suck.
I was out running errands, and I come past this gas station, and up on the sign it says, "We love Burt Myers." So, coming off my first win of the season, you know, I thought I'd stop in and pay him a visit.
Oh my goodness!
Like your sign.
Wow, we love Burt, of course.
Hey there, how are you?
Hey, how are you?
Good, good.
It's nice to meet you,
Nice to meet
man.
you. Nice to meet you.
I am your #1 fan, and I yell for you every single Saturday night. Even when I get mad at you sometimes, like, why didn't you do that? Why didn't you wreck Junior Miller? Oh.
Yeah, but it's a whole lot more fun just to outrun them. Well,
You're my favorite. I love to love you, and I love to hate Junior Miller.
Me too.
And I will. This is awesome. I'm telling you.
Nice to meet
He
you.
knows, I mean, this is like hitting the lottery.
Well, thank you. I need all the help I can get. So.
And I'll be screaming and hollering for you Saturday night. But
Good to
thank you,
meet y'all.
Burt. It was great to meet you.
Next time I'm out this way, I'll stop in and see you.
All right.
Okay?
Thank you, Burt.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Junior Miller has put us in a major bind. As I was tearing down this engine, I couldn't find anything obvious. The head gasket was not torn, the bolts were not loose, there wasn't anything that said, hey, here's the problem. This kept me up for hours. I couldn't find anything wrong. And as we're further examining this thing, I finally figured it out. It was the cylinder heads. They're junk.
I can't believe he's even trying to run this thing.
This is where the head was partially destroyed and rebuilt, and it just didn't take. Right there and right there.
When we dropped the motor off Monday, I was thinking it had a blowed head gasket, or hoping it did, but he called me this morning and said it, the heads had been broke and they'd been welded up, and one of the welds had cracked, and he had to re-weld them and resurface them, and there's another day or two for that.
Man, that's just to fix it, so we're gonna try. Well, let me see if I can go reshape it back. Let's rough it first. Bring me the WD-40. Junior Miller is a master at finding and scavenging and scrounging up parts for low price. And he might get the best deals, but he ain't getting the best parts. I just found something else. You can notice right there, you see that discoloration?
Yep.
And then right here, and then right there. What happened is an intake valve came apart and knocked that whole wall out and just tore this head all to pieces, and all this has been rebuilt. I mean, we just don't put this kind of work out. It gets a new head if it leaves here.
I bought a set of heads off the internet from a Yankee up north, and he assured me that they was good heads. I didn't know the heads was bad as they was, and I know there's no way we could run that motor. You know, it's a big letdown. You know, we worked on the car all week, and this guy said it's high-dollar heads and this, that, and the other, and made me feel like going up north and strangling me a Yankee. I found out my red car wasn't gonna be ready to go and kind of motor was broke, I had to work on Old Faithful. I had to drop back and get my orange car ready for battle. That's halfway to do that first race, we drove it. We'll be on the deal. This orange car, them Myers boys, they kind of scared to hit. This is the 1 and 4 eater right here. We gotta get this rear end out and back in, and that's about all we gotta do. We set it up the other day, so. All right, ready? I haven't worked on a race car in a year or so, except minor stuff. Good night. I dropped it in the oil. Give me a ray. Ken's helping me today. He's more or less the crew chief on this car, I guess.
What was wrong with them cops over there Saturday night?
I reckon they thought we was gonna do like Burt and them did last week.
Full of crap.
Yeah. That's different being grown up and being kids. Yeah, we got punted last week by one of them Myers boys, and we're just gonna make sure we got something to battle with this week. This orange car is out there. They're gonna see some sparks flying.
When Junior's driving an orange car, he gets fire in his eyes, they turn red. It's like a bunch of little puppy dogs running right there, and he's a pit bull. I'll be down there Saturday night. If they come Saturday night, I better bring more water bottles.
It started a war.
Well, when the rival was started between me and the Myerses, it was back in the 70s. Burt Myers' daddy came to me and asked me to borrow a motor. I loaned him a motor, and he goes to Martinsville. I think he finished 10th that day, the best he'd run forever, you know. When he got back, I didn't hear from him. I called him, and he said that he'd bring it home in a week. And I hadn't seen him in a couple weeks, so I called him back and told him, I said, I need my motor. And he brought it back about 3 weeks later, and 2 or 3 boxes had blowed up. And didn't say thank you, so I ain't had much use for the Myers family since then.
Let's talk just for a brief moment about Chris Fleming. Chris has never caught a break. I don't know if there's just a black cloud flying around Chris's head or what's going on, but he just can't seem to get that break to break through to be that championship contender. Now, suddenly, Chris has been having some friction with Brad Robbins in the 40 car. There was some
Heated emotions, and Chris is adamant. Chris is willing to beat and bang and bump a little more than the average guy. I mean, how do you respond to Chris?
Well, that's a good question. How do you respond to Chris? Chris is very passionate about what he does. Sometimes we have to get a grip on those guys back in the pits, too. Sometimes we just need to separate a little bit, let cooler heads prevail a week or two, and it'll work itself out.
One of the officials called me from the stadium. He calls me and said, look, Chris, we need you in the field house. The field house is where we all have all the NASCAR meetings. I says, oh my gosh, here we go again.
Have a seat.
Brad must have been crying about the problems we've had on the racetrack.
There's just a bunch of junk going on. We just need to stop it right now. And we're just gonna sit here till we find out what the problem is.
Me and you can race hard and Rick can get out in the corner and just be friends if we're racing hard.
That's right. Why did your boy get out and say something to my brother the other week?
That I don't know.
Gray knows what the problem is. What's he asking me for?
Race each other clean. That's all I'm asking.
I've raced him clean.
And be gentlemen. That's all I'm asking.
I've raced him clean.
You've hit me every race this year.
Did I wreck you?
Close.
Did I wreck you?
No, you didn't.
What we're gonna do forward. That's all I'm looking at. I'm looking at getting through tonight and the rest of the season. Whatever's happened. It's over with. It's done. You say you're done. He says he's done. What's the future hold? Let's get it done. Shake hands. Let's go racing.
Go practice your car.
Try it. What do you do?
You know, I'm not going to lie to everybody. You know, I'll shake his hand, but I'm not going to tell him it's over because it ain't over.
Bad Brad on the radio, WSJS 600 AM. We're talking racing with Bowman Gray Stadium's own Gray Garrison. Gray, you must take a lot of heat.
Well, you know, race drivers are a unique breed. They never get outran. Somebody had to out-cheat them. Somebody had to have an unfair advantage, or something broke on the car. Their job is to push the envelope of the rules. There's always that gray area, and they all like to go into that area. So they're always looking for somebody to scapegoat all the circumstances that happen, and I guess I'm the scapegoat.
A lot of the drivers, and we've heard it vocalized multiple times, they kind of say that you sort of make the rules up as you go.
Each circumstance is so different, it's hard to come up and be uniform on the rules because in some cases, there is no black and white.
Everything's ready to come off of this one, Junior.
We're gonna use the shiny filter and all?
Yeah, I like it. That thing flow. It's supposed to flow air better. The bottom and top match on it. I mean, I don't know. It's just a $high piece, I can tell you that, if you go to buy it. We only got 1 day left to get this orange car ready. We're gonna get this big carburetor bolted down on this thing and go over there and see if we can't bust some Myers ass Saturday night.
What'd you call that, the guzzler?
Yeah, yeah, let me get, hold on, Junior, let me.
The carburetors is really easy to cheat. This is the good one, ain't it?
Yeah, it's a good one. It ain't the best. It ain't the best one.
Which one's the best one? That's what we want.
The best ones, we don't want to use the best one.
There's a lot of things you do to a carburetor, you know, cheat them up. You taper the boosters. That's about 150 horsepower, and that's the difference of setting 10th or setting on the front row, you know. That's the cheapest cheating you can come up with is a carburetor.
This is the best one.
Well, that's the one we want.
And I'm afraid they'll check it, Junior.
Well, if you're looking at it like that, it'd be legal. But when you turn it over like this, it's either got to be 4 straight holes in it. It can't have no tapers in it. See, that's been tapered, and see these ripples in there?
Because we're cheaters.
That right there is to make the gas flow over it and break up the air, and the gas mix it better than if it was straight through like this one. So that's the difference.
Hold on. Let's take this other one off, Junior. So we're gonna put that other spacer on there.
You gonna put mine on there? Bowman Gray cheats me instead of me cheating them. So if I go over there and give them a single reason, they gonna send me to the house. So I don't want nothing on my race car that's cheated up. You hear that, Eric? Mm-hmm. We don't cheat. We might try to bend the rules once in a while a little bit, but it's got to be legal if I run it.
Thanks, everybody, and welcome to Bowman Gray.
There's a lot of drama at the stadium. You talking about Burt Myers and Junior Miller and Jason Myers, or are you talking about Chris Fleming and Brad Robbins? I mean, hell, there's so much over here. What are you talking about?
He's running his mouth to me. Y'all stay over.
Brad and Chris's drama is the one I know the least about. Somebody says it's got something to do with a parking space or some crew member that left Chris's team to go work for Brad, or hell, I don't know. That's why I stay out of it.
Everybody, when they see that orange car rolls out, they stand up and take notice. I think they're scared of me, period, you know. So when that orange car rolls out, I know they're scared.
Everybody likes to see Junior in orange, all but the driver. When they see that orange bumper in their mirror, they get nervous.
Come on, get some of this, boys. Come on, get some of this.
Where'd you find that piece of at? Ain't that the one I tore on the hill last year? Is that the one you drove through the side of? They finally get a clip put on it.
I didn't know what to say, did you, when I said, come on, get you some of this. You said we both lost for words. Oh, the cops ain't here. That's what it is. They'd have something to say if the law was here.
That's all he's got. Mouth running Walk by and mouth and...
Hey, they didn't have nothing to say over there a while ago, did they? Dried up like 2 little wimps.
Yeah, like you said, the police wasn't there.
The law wasn't there.
Don't say nothing. When you mouth right back at them, that's what they want. Smile and wave. Don't worry about it. Well, that shows you right there to make sure we noticed it. They had to roll it right by my trailer to fill it up with gas. I ain't worried about it.
Do I look worried about it?
Like rolling it through here wasn't enough. They wanted to make sure that we saw it, and I really don't care. If they load it up and take it home, it wouldn't make no difference to me. Did you notice the 13 wasn't here? Gray told him that if he couldn't resolve the problems with the 40 car, he couldn't park over there no more.
Well, they screwed around with me at the racetrack and took my parking spot because a little squabbling and stuff that's been going on. And instead of moving the other guy, they moved me instead of both of us.
There's been some conflict going on, and Chris already had the car loaded and ready to go. I'll probably still go. I don't know if Chris will, but we have a lot of fans that look forward to it. We've had several call and already heard the news, you know, wanting to know what's going on.
No, Frankie, they know what they done. You know how I am. I don't let other people run my life for me. You know, I hate it's all this way, but the Lord is in control. You know, I've tried to be good to people. I've tried to help everybody I can. What am I going to do now? Well, I'm unloading my race car right now. I'm not going to run. Okay. Call me after a while, see. I talked to Gray on the phone, and he said there's too much riffraff between y'all, and he says, you're down 3 spots. I said, you don't understand. I said, I ain't down nowhere. Why don't you get up there? Let me come up here with me. If Gray had have moved us both, I might have went along with it. He didn't move us both. He moved me. They wonder when you get spun out, why you get angry. They wonder when the track calls you and tells you your parking spot's gone that you've been parking in since 1998 is gone, why you get angry. Come on. Nobody knows the sacrifices I made to get this car to the racetrack every Saturday night. Nobody knows that pain but me, because I do it. It's nothing but a race car, and when you get to the end of the road, Jesus ain't gonna ask you how many races you won. Now watch your step right here, okay? Watch your step. I'm not letting them run my life. Bowman Gray Stadium or the number 40 car. They call me the showstopper, and I'm stopping the show right now. This is the most money a race car will ever make when it's sitting in the shop. Show's over, boys. There'll be a lot of people glad I didn't show up tonight.
Getting ready for Bud Pole qualifying for the Farm Bureau Insurance Modifieds for their 25-lap event here tonight.
Qualifying tonight is everything for this 25-lap race. If you qualify, 4th, 5th, or 6th, you're probably going to finish 4th, 5th, or 6th. If you can get on that front row, you got a shot at the win tonight. If you can get on the pole, you got a real good shot to win this race.
Woo! Let's go. What are they waiting on?
Fifth qualifying session of 2009. First car out. Number 83 is Tim Brown. Time 13.508, 66.627 miles per hour for Tim Brown. Great time, Farm Bureau Insurance Modified champion, number 1, Burt Myers. The time, 13.656 seconds for Burt Myers.
Let's leave it up, shut the stagger up, and let that compression out of the right rear like we did in practice. The track's a little slick right now, and we just made a few minor adjustments with shocks and sway bars right now. Nothing big, just trying to adapt to a slick racetrack tonight.
Number 4, Jason Myers. The time, 13.442 seconds. Second fastest so far tonight for Jason Myers.
Get you a good lap, a good smooth lap.
There you go. Don't kill it.
Yeah.
Six-time Farm Bureau Insurance Modified champion from Dan Perry, number 69, Junior Miller. The times, 13.491 seconds. Junior Miller, six-time champ.
Junior Miller never qualifies in the top 10, 12. I mean, even if there's 15 cars, Junior don't qualify in the top 10, maybe 8 at best. So if Junior's in the top 5, they're doing a little something they're not supposed to. Junior's third. I guarantee he's got a carburetor on.
Qualifying don't mean...
If Junior's third, he's got a carburetor on. If he's third, he does. Junior's got a history of doing what it takes to win. I mean, he got caught last year with an illegal motor.
But one checkered flag, and it was the second race. But we got a better race team than that. You got to have your luck on your side a little bit.
And down the front row, starting second. outside. From one cove number 4, Jason Myers.
I always get knots in my stomach before the race starts. This race may be a little bit more than others because not only am I on the front row, I'm on the outside, and I'm the one that's got something to prove. Anybody can win from the pole, but you beat the man off the outside pole, Bowman Gray, you've done something.
The 4 car's right in front of me, so it's gonna be an interesting night.
Coming in a green flag.
Ready?
Green.
At Bowman Gray, the track is so tight that the bottom is so much faster than the outside. And starting on the outside it's really tough to beat the man in the first corner. And if you don't, beating him to the next corner's gonna be tough. If you're not in line by then, the guy in third's gonna be there, and you're not even gonna finish second. You're gonna start getting freight trained.
Jason Myers takes the lead from the outside pole, and Junior Miller slips into second spot.
After I clear the 77, I've got such a big lead on the field, I don't care who's in second. I don't know, and I don't care. The only thing I'm seeing is how many laps we got left to run and how good my race car is. In 5 laps, I got a straightaway lead on the field. And the caution comes out.
Yellow's out. Get your hands up. Get your hands up. Yellow's out. Caution's out. Caution's out. Track's clear.
Lee Jeffries spins. He's in the infield at the moment.
Caution comes out. I look up. Junior's behind me. I know it's going to be bad. I know what he's going to do. He's going to run down in the corner 2 car lengths over his head and try to knock me out of the way.
Jason Myers, 6-time winner here at Bowman Gray Stadium, is your leader, followed closely by 70-time winner, 6-time champion Junior Miller in second.
Hey, Tim, you know the history between those 2 cats in front of you there, man. Your toes, I know what's going to happen. You're ready. Green.
I'm not gonna let Jason sit out front and win that race when the kind of junkie talked about me. He said, old man can't drive no more to win the first race, so I definitely was gonna move it.
Here it comes. 70, yeah, man. You got the 4 or 5,
The Lord works things out. There's some reason that I'm not going to Bowman Gray Stadium tonight to race, and it's all in His hands. And I ask Him to wrap His great big arms and hands around me all the time and take care of me, and He's in control. You know, I've been telling you that I was going to retire, and I'm going to start doing some things with you.
Yep.
I think it just started.
Okay. All right, that's good.
After 5 laps, I've got such a big lead on the field that I know if we don't see a caution, nobody's catching me. The way the chips fall over there, especially for me, caution comes out, I look up, Junior's behind me.
Here it comes. Got the 4 or 5.
Jason Myers goes into the fence, and Junior Miller speeds past, taking over the top spot.
What the? He run me up in the wall off the board.
When it's all over with, Junior's knocked me from 1st to 7th in 2 laps. And I'm just so disgusted. It's unbelievable.
69.
Junior just stole the race away from me, and he did it dirty.
We're not over there to let them have anything. We just punish them Myers a little bit more than we do most of them because it's such a big crybabies. I like to see them cry and wipe them tears out of their eyes.
Lee Jeffries into second, and Tim Brown moves up to third.
No pressure from behind, Tim. No pressure from behind, buddy.
I was just on my toes there and knew that something may happen, and sure enough, they got together just a little bit there, and Jason bounced off the fence. We got by Jason in that deal and put us in third, and I'm trying to be cautious and look ahead because we're leading the points.
White flag right here, bud. White flag's in the air. 1 to go. Go. Damn good job, baby. Good job.
Win number 2 of 2009 and the 71st of his career here at Bowman Gray Stadium. Adding to his all-time feature win record total, Junior Miller.
Good race, fella.
piece of The cops are standing over there waiting on y'all to do something. I'm not going over there. I'm not going to say a word. What can I say? He qualified in the top 5. He got behind me, dumped me on the restart. I told him on the radio. I told him on the radio 5 seconds ago. I want to see it now before they get it off and before the second race starts.
Junior's been known to cheat. Just do what it takes to win. The carburetor is what puts the gas and the air into your motor, which is what makes horsepower. So you can change a carburetor in 5 minutes and do way more for a motor than you can anything else by working on it. The carburetor is where the engine gets its life from.
Junior, how about that little confrontation with Jason Myers coming out on the north turn?
Well, he stopped down there, you know, and waiting on something. I don't know what he stopped to get a hot dog, I guess. But anyway, I nudged him a little bit. He got on by, you know.
I know Junior's got a big carburetor on, otherwise he wouldn't have qualified in the top 5. So if they're not going to look at carburetors, I won't pay to protest. I want to see it. Because it's a real shame that, I mean...
Good job, old man. How about that orange car? How about that orange car? Yeah. Do you believe they didn't even check carburetor?
Yeah. Yeah, I believe it.
Oh, who's that? Jason. Hey, Jason. That is Jason, who?
I want to protest the carburetor.
To protest at Bowman Gray, you have to write down on a piece of paper what you want to protest on the car and put $500 cash with it, and they'll look at what you want to look at.
Hey, Junior.
I don't know.
We fixing to get protested.
Huh?
We fixing to get protested.
Who?
We are.
Done what?
We're fixing to get protested.
Who is?
We are.
How do you know?
I'm telling you.
Well, they protest.
They're going to look at Junior's car. If he's wrong, I get my money back. If he's right, he gets to keep the money.
The carburetor. The carburetor. Take it off. Take it off. How much that cost?
I got it right there. I need 2 7/16.
Steve, I want to see it. I paid to see it. I want to see it.
Give me the riches. Anything else you'll check? Anything got 5 more?
Hey, it's just money, Junior. You think I give a shit?
Beat you with a 2-barrel. I don't need a 4-barrel.
You can't do it without a bumper.
That's what you get for saying the old man can't win a race.
The old man can't do it clean.
Hey, did I wreck you?
No. You just knocked me out of the way and then drove me in the guardrail off the corner.
I will next
I know
time.
you will. You
That's
got
right.
it to do. You got the
I'm
easy
over here
part
to win the
done.
race.
I know you are. It sounds like you're over here just
when your daddy me out of a motor 20 years ago is what cost you.
Hey, you keep my daddy out of this loudmouth.
Your daddy
Hey, go on away from our pit. Go on. Now, that's it.
Your
Go
daddy
on.
cheated me out of a motor.
Go on.
Hey, I live in one of code. Why don't you
Come on, Junior, stop.
Junior, why you always want to go somewhere,
Go on. Burt, go on. Go on. Go on, Burt. Yeah, I am.
Just typical, man. I know you.
Just let me hit that bastard one good time.
I mean, come on, we over here trying to...
He don't know, ain't he? Hey, he's playing. He's allowed to be over here. Bird ain't.
I found out why Junior's mad.
He said it started back when your daddy me out of a motor years ago.
I said, you keep my daddy out of this loudmouth. And then that's when the cop grabbed me.
You gotta take the accelerator, like
I know, I'm waiting on the 2 7/16.
Well, now let me tell you about this motor. Junior wanted me to take my car and go to Talladega. He said, take your car and I'll furnish the motor. We put it in, got in a race. Well, the motor blowed up the next day. And then 2 years later, I sold Junior a motor for $600 to $800, and he never paid me for it. So how can he say I him?
I guess that's what Junior's mad about, that motor years ago.
Yep, that's it.
That's why he runs over everybody over here. You know what I mean?
Even me.
Hey, Gary, make him take the base plate off of it. Make him take the bottom
You
off.
protested the carburetor, make them take it apart.
Yeah, look.
You need to be the one to go in there.
Hot. I'm going to take it. Everybody hold it up.
Yeah. All right, ready?
Start.
I'm
That's $500 coming out of their pocket.
Yeah, it's $500 out of their pocket, and we won, and we beat him for the win.
Yeah.
And didn't
Where'd he
crash.
end up at?
And I don't know.
After he got that hot dog, where'd he go?
Yeah, I don't know. I think he stopped and got some napkins.
All right, shut him back up.
I don't see anything wrong with it. I didn't check the top.
I want to look at the top.
All right. Pull it over. I'll check it again.
I think them boosters are tapered. Look there. Boosters. I mean, that's 20 horsepower, man.
That car's legal. I run it on the tour, and that NASCAR goes through it all the way through it. So it is right. They lost $500.
Hey, according to our gauges, Miller carburetor's okay. But the Myers say they want to take it apart and test the boosters from underneath. They think they're tapered.
They check them all the same.
Well, I wish you'd hurry it up. Yeah, how long does it take to check a carburetor?
That's what I'm screaming.
It takes NASCAR about 2 minutes. They've been in there for 30 minutes. Don't go in there.
He said it's legal.
Woo! Put that thing on there. Put it on there. Put it on there.
Yeah, that son of a bitch ain't nothing wrong with that.
$500 more. That carburetor is legal.
I know it's wrong, and Junior Miller wouldn't have been in the top 5 if it had been right.
$500. Woo! And when you get $500 from them, that's better than $5,000 from Bowman Gray Stadium, because that's the one I want to take it from.
Come on, man.
They'll learn someday that the old man's harder to beat than they think he is. Legal.
You know, Junior may have won the battle, but you can bet the war is far from over.
Junior might go to church on Sunday.
What is this? You don't want me over here, I'll go home.
But I think he sold his soul a long time ago.
The fighting and the feuding goes from the track to the stand. Not a week goes by without somebody getting back at somebody else.
If you let them push you around, they're going